What's up, people? So you can see I'm back here on Shootdang Ranch. Today is my official first day actually living out here. I have the tent set up outside. There's a reason why I have it out here instead of inside the shop. The reason being is I brought the goats up. Jason left from Tulsa this morning at about 3 o'clock, drove down to Dallas, got to my place about 8 o'clock or so. We did load them all up and brought them back up here. Jason's actually heading back to Danielle's right now, so I'm out here by myself. It's my first night. I'm kind of excited and kind of just getting the lay of everything. I have to take it pretty easy today because when we were loading up the goats, I hurt my back once again. It just re-aggravated that what was starting to go away. So I told Jason that I'll just have to take it easy today and tomorrow out here. I am going to be sleeping in the tent tonight on an air mattress. We're going to see how that goes. If it doesn't go too well, I will go into town and get a cot. I know a lot of people were mentioning that I should get a cot to sleep on anyways, but I already had the air mattress. I'm going to just test it out and see. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work out good and I just have to go get another cot or something for it. But I do have all my clothes and stuff inside the tent. I have my food, toiletries, and all that kind of stuff in there as well. In front of me here, I do have some solar panels. This is an Ocmo brand. It's a 2,000 watt solar bank. I have two 100 watt solar panels over here that are charging it. I believe I've been out here for about 2 hours now charging. We did build a little fire pit over here. I'm going to try to keep the fire going pretty much until I go to sleep tonight. We did put up some string lights as well out here, some solar lights to be able to brighten it up tonight. And then we also put some little, sorry about that. When I move a certain way, like I mentioned in my live chat, it shoots a pain up my back, so it kind of takes my breath away. But we did put some little solar motion lights all around the tent, so if something does walk up, it'll light up at night and hopefully that'll scare it off. If not, I do have my 9mm and I have a 22 over here just in case I need to use it for something. But I do have the goats back here in their pen. They're doing very well. They did really good on the trip. So I guess I need to stop talking about all this. Let's go check out the goats. All right, guys, so you can see all the goats are doing really well behind me. They've been hanging around the pond area, getting a lot of water. It was about a 4-hour trip for them in the back of the truck. Jason made a cage out of some rebar, which I thought was pretty cool, and it actually worked really well. It gave them a lot of space to be able to lay down and relax for the trip up here. But they're all doing really well. If you're new to the channel, I have 8 female goats. I have 2 moms, 1 girl that's about 7 months old, and then I have 5 babies that are maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks old right now. So it's going to be very challenging to be able to make sure that they all stay safe out here. And that was one reason why I put the tent where I did outside, so I can keep an eye on the inside of the barn from where I'm sleeping, and it'll also make it easier for me to be able to hear stuff. I do have my handgun and I have a rifle in the tent as well in case there is something that happens to come up. But we do have some solar lights along the front side of the fence as well that'll help light up the area. But they're all doing really well back here. We'll keep them inside this pen for probably at least a good week or so until they know that this is their new home. And then what we will do is we'll end up letting them do rotational grazing throughout the property. I do have some Premier One fencing with a solar-powered electric charger. So we'll be able to move that anywhere around the property, give them fresh food all the time. And then we would just have to make sure that they have a water source at that point. But there are a lot of creeks and stuff here too that we could let them go and drink out of as well. But once again, there's all the goats. They're doing awesome. Comment down below. Let me know if you're as excited as I am to get these animals up here on Shootdang Ranch. Alright guys, so the sun just set. Still got the fire going. It is starting to get a little bit chilly. I think it's supposed to get down in the 40s. But you can see I got all the solar lights hanging up on the fence. I have a couple of them in front of the barn. Then I have a whole bunch of these around my tent set up. And then back behind me as well. Very, very peaceful out here. I'm getting ready to start seeing a whole bunch of stars. All right, guys, so the sun just set, so now I'm just sitting out here relaxing by a nice fire. It is very, very peaceful out here. No cars driving by. Hardly ever hear an airplane or a helicopter go over. You do hear some cows off in the distance, and every once in a while you hear a gunshot, but that's part of living out in the country. I have not heard any coyotes yet. I'm pretty sure I heard a deer walking by earlier, but I do have my rifle over here just in case something happens. I know people will make fun of me because it's only a 22, but it's got 25 rounds in it, so if I can pump them out quick enough, it'll definitely do some damage. But that's the least of my worries right now. All the animals are inside the barn. I did put some of these little solar lights in front of the barn, which I'll probably take you over there, and then I'll show you the rest of my solar light setup that I have, and then show you the inside of the tent. So there's the 2 solar lights I put in front of the barn. I do have this string light up above the gate, and then down the fence line over there, and then back towards the camp area. So it's nice and bright, and it's not cost me a dime because this is all solar. All right, so now we're in the tent. This is, I think, a $27 tent from Walmart. It's just one of the cheapest ones. I believe it's like a 3-person tent. It's just big enough to have a little air mattress and then a small little section for clothes and stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and flip you guys around and just show you what all I have. So first off, there's my view right there. Like I said, if I'm laying down, I can see inside the barn. I can see the fire, and that's exactly why I wanted to camp out here, to make sure my animals are safe. And I also have that down there ready to go if anything happens. Over here, I have a little laptop stand. I'll have to figure out a place to put that. I just have one of these solar lights in here just to light it up for now. And then down under here, I got all my food and snacks, some medicine, some wipes. Jason put some powdered donuts in here, shoot dang. And then underneath that is where all my clothes are. And then down here in this bag, that's all my toiletries. Then I have a little section up here I could probably put something, maybe my cell phone. And then my bedding down here. This is just pretty much a heavy quilt. And then I have a cheap little sleeping bag here. Then I got my pillow over here, and this is where I'll be sleeping for the next however long it's going to take for me to build my tiny house. Sometimes you just have to rough it out to get what you want in life, and I cannot wait to get this house going. It's going to be a little bit of work to get this thing done, but there's also other priorities on this property as well. Uh-oh, my light's going out. There we go. But there are other priorities on this property, like all the animals that we have. There's still land we have to clear and all that kind of stuff, maintaining things. But yeah, I'm just hoping that everybody makes it safe through the night, myself and the animals. We'll check back in the morning, and I guess until then, peace. All right, guys, it's the next morning. I made it. Woo! But I can't feel my toes. I'm frozen right now. I definitely underestimated how cold it was going to get last night, and only had the 1 blanket in there, but I will not do that again tonight. I'll make sure I have that 0-degree sleeping bag because I'm cold right now, so I had to get a fire started first thing. We're going to go check on the animals real quick and see how they're doing. I'm having to use my cell phone because the batteries on my good camera, they already died, so I'm trying to charge them right now. I just started the generator up, so I'm going to go ahead and come in here. Oh my goodness. Let's see how they're doing. I see movement in the barn, so that's a good sign. Let me guys flip you. I can't even talk. Let me flip you guys around. There's the babies. What's up, babies? They're probably all going to run out now. What's up, guys? Go outside and play. It's y'all's first morning on the property. Oh. Yes, we're going to fix that gate over there. We're going to put wire on it today. But all the babies are doing great. Mom's doing great. I'm doing great. Shoot dang. So last night was definitely interesting. I could hear coyotes howling all over the place. Most of them were off in the distance. I'm pretty sure raccoons visited the camp because I'm looking in the side-by-side and there's a thing of corn in there, and I kept hearing a bag just moving around over and over throughout the night, all the way up until this morning. So I'm pretty sure the raccoons got their fair share of that food. But for now, I'm gonna thaw out. My back feels okay this morning. I don't know, just because I'm still cold, but I'm trying to heat myself back up, and I'm gonna see how my back feels then. Yesterday I felt terrible, but so far I'm able to move around a lot more, which is a good sign. So I'm hoping that once my body warms up, I'll be able to move around a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit by this fire for a little while, and then we'll check back in. All right, so now I'm in my backyard where this little creek is. This is where Jason put the little hand pump. There's the PVC for it. Then I had the little sump pump over here. I just turned it on with the Ocmo. I have about, I don't know, maybe 50% left on that battery. So it should be able to run this pump for the next few hours and start filling up the pond over there for the animals. So we're gonna head over there and see if it's working. All right, so unfortunately the water hose is frozen over right now, so I gotta wait for that to thaw out. And I'm waiting for my batteries to recharge for my good camera. So right now, I got my cell phone out. I'm on the four-wheeler. I'm gonna take it out for a quick ride. I do have my pew-pew with me in case I come across something, so let's get to riding. All right, so I was just driving around the perimeter and I actually found a skull, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna keep driving around the property, see what other stuff I can come across. Once again, I do have a gun with me just in case there's something that pops up on me that's not supposed to pop up on me. But I am looking for some deer skulls. I want some antlers. I know we've seen some on the game cams that Jason's had, but you can see back over that way, that's where my house is going to be. All the stuff's going to be mowed down real soon. It's hard to see stuff out here because a lot of it's about waist high, but like I said, we'll probably end up mowing it here sometime, maybe this week or so. We need to replace one little part on the tractor. A bolt came off, so we need to replace that. But other than that, we'll get all the stuff mowed down back here. It'd be nice and easy to be able to see everything. And shoot, I can sit out in my front yard and look across this whole pasture and look at deer, pigs, whatever else comes across here. So it's very, very cool. I'm gonna get back on the four-wheeler and see what else we can find. Shootdang people, got the Texas flag up. This was the flagpole I had down in my property in Texas. It's only sticking up about, I don't know, 9 to 10 feet right now. Part of the flagpole broke whenever I was moving stuff. It is what it is, but I still wanted to put it in the ground for now. I bought a smaller flag, a 2x3 flag, just to kind of go with the small flagpole at the moment, but I will be getting on Amazon here soon and getting a bigger one. I think I want one that's like 16 feet tall or 20 feet tall and to do the normal size Texas flag on it. But this is right in front of the U-shaped driveway. That's the big tree right there that we've started cutting down a little bit, just trimming it up a little. And then I have these other 3 trees back here, but the U-shaped driveway goes around that. So as soon as you pull up to my property, the first thing you see is a Texas flag. Shoot dang. All right, so I made it back to the camp area. I'm gonna go check over here on the pond and see if there's any water flowing. Like I said earlier, it was frozen over. So we're about to find out. And I hear water. Check this out. It's not a lot, but it's something. Just little by little, that's all that matters. I got all the time in the world. It's definitely holding water. But as you can see right there, it's a steady stream, nothing crazy, but it'll work. So once again, they're doing great. They're probably gonna go get some water. It's so fun watching all the babies run around. At my place, they love being around the pond area because it was all bermed up like over here, and they love chasing each other around it, so I'm sure they'll do the same here. I'm gonna zoom in real quick. And once again, if they happen to fall in the water, there is a section on this side that's a little bit lower so they can get out on. That was the whole purpose of that. But they're doing great. I love seeing them out here. This is the future of our property here. It's crazy. It's gonna be so cool once all these trees put off all their leaves. It'll put a lot of shade here on the property for the goats, which you can already see over here. This is halfway into their pen and it's already shaded. And then during the rest of the day, the barn back there shades part of that. So they have plenty of shade over here. And then once again, we're gonna build something on top of this little platform that have a little bit of shade for them as well. But it's gonna look so awesome out here with all the leaves and stuff on the trees, having some green grass. I'm excited, people. All right, guys, it is later in the day. Jason showed up. We have 2 new additions on the property.
Yeah. Are we telling them or are we making them wait?
We're gonna make them wait for your video.
Ooh.
I already like them.
It's freaking awesome. It's what we needed. They're cute and cuddly.
And fluffy.
But they will protect.
Yeah, and that'll make me feel safer. Once again, I'm only sleeping out in the tent, out in the yard for a little while, just until pretty much we have, I guess, the other dogs and stuff up here, just for a little bit more protection. But
well, yeah, it's good too because, I mean, I don't know what you said in the video, but you being that close, if something comes up, you're right there.
Yeah, and I had the guns in there, and then as I showed you guys last night where I was sleeping, you can see directly through the screen of the tent and into the barn. So that's exactly why I set it up there. There was not a lot of room in that tent, so I did rearrange some stuff back behind Jason over here. We had the little mini fridge that's, let me flip you guys around. So we got the mini fridge.
It's stocked full of water.
Yeah, Jason just hooked me up with some Kurs. I got some water in there.
A little bit of
some Cliff Bars, some deodorant, some toothpaste. And all that's being run on this little Jackery, which has the 2 100-watt solar panels outside. So right now it's, I guess, let's see.
Kind of hard to see.
Input's 42 watts, output's 58, and it's about 23%.
So it won't drain too much because these turn on and off. It'll be perfect. I ran mine out the off-grid like that.
Yeah, so that'll allow me to have some cold stuff out here and not be miserable. And then, let's see, back over that way where the tent used to be, I still have my other, the big power bank, the Blue Eddy, which I think you were talking about hooking one up to another one.
Yeah, daisy chain it. So the big one will be running the stuff, and then you use a small one to get the charge, and then it charges that, and I don't know, it'll work. We did it at the off-grid.
But that pretty much wraps up day one out here, my first night on the property. Like I said, I heard coyotes all throughout the night. Raccoons came up and started taking some stuff out of the side-by-side. Just got to be a little bit more prepared, and that's how we picked up some stuff, which you'll see in Jason's next video. But this is going to go ahead and end this one.
I think the next video, you guys will see Jared on this jackhammer.
Nah, I will be on, might be on the tractor doing some stuff, but today is mainly just hanging out, letting my back rest more. But other than that, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end it. Hope you guys...
And before, Ivy's Forge and Homestead gave me a really good idea to use for the jackhammer. You guys have to see that later on, but that will help out a lot. Jared doesn't know yet, but yeah. And if you want to hang out this Saturday, go to Beeline Feed Store in Mounds, Oklahoma. Go to Facebook, search Beeline Feeds. We'll be there somewhere between 8 a.m. and noon, and they're doing a whole livestock swap and stuff, so maybe more animals.
B-E-E or B-Line?
B-E-E.
Okay, B-E-E line. So anyways, we'll be there this weekend. I'm going to keep on filming stuff, so comment down below what you want to see me do next. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.